Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, so if you've ever felt super tired, a little dizzy, or had those annoying headaches that just won't quit, this video is totally for you. Today, we're gonna chat about something super important, signs of high blood pressure, or as the cool kids call it, hypertension. Now, here's the deal. Almost 1 in 3 adults has high blood pressure, and a lot of them don't even realize it. Crazy, right? The sneaky thing about high blood pressure is that it often doesn't show any obvious signs until it's already causing some trouble in your body. But hey, the good news is your body does give you some warning signals. You just gotta know what to look for. So, let's break down the 5 big signs of high blood pressure, what's going on inside you when they pop up, and when it's time to take action. Okay, let's dive in.
Alright guys, let's chat about something that a ton of people deal with: headaches. Now, not every headache is because of high blood pressure, okay? You might get them from being dehydrated, stressed out, or just feeling tense. But when your blood pressure goes up, it kinda cranks up the pressure in those tiny blood vessels in your brain. They start stretching, which can irritate nearby nerves and boom pain city. So, folks with hypertension often say their headaches feel like this: a throbbing or pulsing pain at the back of the head or neck. They usually hit harder in the morning or right after waking up. Sometimes, you might feel a bit dizzy or have this heavy feeling behind your eyes. Now, why do they hit in the morning? Well, when you're snoozing, your blood pressure drops, but when you wake up, it spikes back up. And for those with hypertension, that spike can be pretty intense. If your blood pressure is super high, what doctors call a hypertensive crisis, you might feel a really bad, constant headache that won't budge even with painkillers. You could also get nausea, blurry vision, or feel confused. Yikes, right? So here's the deal. If you're getting these frequent, weird headaches, especially if they feel like a pounding drum, don't just grab a pill and forget about it. Seriously, check your blood pressure. Even a simple home monitor can give you a good idea of what's going on inside. Stay safe, sweeties. Alright, let's chat about dizziness and feeling tired, yeah? So, feeling a bit lightheaded now and then, totally normal. Maybe you stood up too fast, skipped breakfast, or forgot to hydrate. But if you're getting dizzy all the time, or you're feeling weak, foggy, or just drained, it might be your blood pressure acting up. Here's the scoop. When your blood pressure is high, your heart has to pump way harder to get that blood through your arteries. Over time, those arteries can get stiff, and your body doesn't get the oxygen-rich blood it needs. Not cool, right? That's when you might start noticing stuff like dizziness when you stand up, blurry vision for a bit, feeling super tired, even after chilling out, trouble focusing, or that brain fog feeling. A lot of folks dealing with high blood pressure say they feel this constant pressure in their head, kinda like being underwater or just a little off balance. It's a weird vibe for sure. The tricky part, that tiredness can creep up on you slowly. Your body might just get used to running on low energy, and you won't even realize it. So, if you're always feeling wiped out for no good reason, don't just brush it off as stress or not enough sleep. Seriously, get your blood pressure checked. It could be your heart saying, hey, I need a little help here. Take care of yourselves, alright?
Alright, guys, let's dive into something super interesting. Your eyes. Did you know they can actually tell you a lot about your blood pressure? Yeah, for real. So, inside your eyes, there are these tiny blood vessels that bring oxygen to your retina. That's the part that picks up light and sends those images to your brain. When your blood pressure goes up, those little vessels can get all thick and twisted, or even start leaking. This is called hypertensive retinopathy. Sounds fancy, right? Here's some stuff you might notice if things aren't looking good. Blurry or double vision, dark spots or floaters in your sight. Sudden vision loss in one eye, yikes, redness or pain in your eyes. And here's the kicker, you might not even realize there's a problem at first. The damage can creep up on you, but once it messes with your retina, it could be game over for your vision. The cool thing, eye doctors can spot high blood pressure damage during an eye exam. They'll see those narrowed or leaking blood vessels, which is why getting your eyes checked is super important. It's not just about seeing clearly, it's like a sneak peek into your overall health. So if you're noticing your vision getting worse, especially if you've got headaches or feel dizzy, it's definitely time to get your eyes and blood pressure checked, okay? Take care of yourselves, sweeties.
Alright folks, let's get real for a second. If you're feeling chest pain or having trouble breathing, don't just brush it off. Seriously, it's no joke. So, here's the deal. Your heart is a muscle, and just like any other muscle, it needs oxygen to do its thing. When your blood pressure is high, your heart has to work way harder to push blood through your arteries. Over time, that can make your heart walls thicker, especially on the left side. And trust me, that's not good news. This extra strain can lead to some pretty serious stuff like feeling tightness or pressure in your chest, pain that spreads to your neck, shoulders, or jaw, shortness of breath when you're walking, climbing stairs, or even just lying down, a heart that's racing or beating all weird sometimes. People think these symptoms are just anxiety or they're feeling tired. But let's be clear, they can actually be early signs of something called hypertensive heart disease. So, if you ever feel sudden chest pain, get dizzy, or have trouble catching your breath, don't just sit there. Call for help, like, right away. It could mean your blood pressure is through the roof and your heart is struggling. Seriously, don't wait around. Hypertension can lead to a heart attack or stroke, and that can happen without any warning. Remember, your heart is working 24/7. So, let's not make it work harder than it has to, okay? Stay safe, guys.
Alright guys, let's talk about nosebleeds for a sec. So, yeah, sometimes you might get a nosebleed here and there. It could be from dry air, allergies, or even if you're picking your nose, don't lie. We've all been there. But if you're getting nosebleeds a lot, or if they pop up suddenly with stuff like headaches, dizziness, or a flushed face, it could be a sign of high blood pressure. Here's the scoop. When your blood pressure goes up, it can make those tiny capillaries in your nose burst. They're super delicate, and when there's too much pressure, they can break easily. So, while a nosebleed alone isn't a sure sign of hypertension, if it keeps happening and you're not sick or hurt, that's a big red flag. Your body's trying to tell you something about that pressure in your blood vessels. If you do get a nosebleed, just chill out, lean forward, and gently pinch your nose. Then, later on, check your blood pressure. If it's consistently high, definitely hit up your doctor. Now, let's do a quick recap of the signs of high blood pressure. 1. Frequent headaches. 2. Feeling dizzy or super tired. 3. Blurred or weird vision. 4. Chest pain or feeling short of breath. 5. Those pesky nosebleeds. But hey, remember, not everyone with high blood pressure shows symptoms. That's why they call it the silent killer, right? The best way to know is to check your blood pressure regularly. Grab a home monitor, swing by your doc's office, or even check it at your local pharmacy. And just a heads up, small changes in your life like cutting back on salt, managing stress, getting some exercise, and making sure you're sleeping enough can really help. Thanks for hanging out and watching. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who might need to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe for more health tips every week. Take care of that heart of yours, it's what keeps you going.
Hey guys, just a quick reminder, your health is like your ultimate treasure. Alright, so make sure you're checking that blood pressure often, staying active, and eating good food. If you found this video helpful, do me a solid and give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with someone who could really use this info today. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in the next one.